Hello, welcome to HLS Crypto. My name is Dan. We are here today with the Front Fanz, some creators and the team behind Front Fanz. So we're going to go over live to them now. Anyone want to start off? Adam, do you want to start?
Sure. Yeah, I'd love to. Well, first of all, HLS, it's an absolute pleasure being able to be here. Thank you for the continued coverage you've had on Front Fanz from that first day you found us. It was way below sub-million market cap in the FanX token, and you're like, I remember you were there asking questions. You asked like about 5 questions, and you said, "I'll be right back." And then, sure enough, video pops up. Price starts jumping. People start asking, what's this Front Fanz thing all about? They start looking in. They're like, oh my gosh, you have amazing creators on platform. You have a working platform. This is something I want to look at. So I just wanted to start by saying a big thank you from our team, our creators, to you. We really appreciate that. But let's jump right in. So I'll do a quick intro on myself. My name's Adam. I'm the communications director here at Front Fanz. I'm also joined on stage as well by Jordanna Foxx. Jordanna Foxx is the managing director here at Front Fanz. I'll let her give an intro to herself, but basically we have a pretty reasonably sized team, not even mentioning all the developers as well. We have a team of effectively 8+, and of course, as you can see on screen here as well, we're joined by some of our amazing creators and ambassadors. They are really, I would say, the lifeblood of what makes the platform so special and a place to really spend time on and enjoy yourself at. So we were really lucky today on New Year's Eve to be able to bring together some of those amazing creators. So we're joined on stage by Margot Eden, by Shelby Paris, and Amy Sky. You also see them in chat all the time as well, which really makes our Telegram special because you can actually interact and ask them some questions and be able to have that lead into some discovery. So I'd like to turn it over to Jordanna, if you'd like, maybe to explain a little bit of the rest of the core team and maybe just a little bit on how this kind of came to be, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure. So thanks for having us today on New Year's Eve as well. Apologies that I'm not on camera, just it's crazy here. So yeah, back to Front Fanz. So on Front Fanz, we've been working on this for over 2 years. I haven't personally. I've been here around 9 months now, I think. It's gone super fast, but also slow. But yeah, the team has been putting this together for over 2 years. So, Callum, who previously was one of the Front magazine kind of heads. So that was a big lads magazine in the UK. If anybody's listening from the UK, they'll probably remember Front magazine. It was huge. So, obviously when I heard that he was involved, I was keen. And Stacey as well, who is a Playboy model. So I was aware of who Stacey was as well. I've been in the crypto space since 2017 and professionally so since 2021. I had another project which was acquired by one of our now competitors. So I just I got wind of this team and I was introduced to them by the former CEO of XXX Nifty, actually. And I just fell in love with it straight away and the tech behind it, because as you know, in the Web3 space, often you don't get a platform that's working straight away. It's a white paper and a wish. And so this was just unreal for me, and the industry connections. So Callum is very well connected, as I said, with all of these photographers and agencies that he's amassed over the past sort of 20 years, as along with Stacey as well, who's obviously, her connections run deep with a lot of the larger named creators. For me personally, my background is in adult film. I've been in adult industries for 20 years. So I've done everything from dancing all over Europe, hostessing, all of that kind of stuff, to film, and then come here. So my industry connections as well are pretty strong. And, we're bringing over some of the big names from the adult UK adult scene. In terms of the rest of the team, we have Liv Gem, which she's very well known in crypto, especially in the adult space. So she's very creator focused, being a creator herself. She is a champion of the voice behind, Front Fanz, and just making sure that the models have a voice and a say in the platform. And she's been instrumental in developing some of the stuff that's behind the tech, and the Lovence integration and testing that, and making sure that that's all on point and that the models are happy. So yep. And then we have Andrew, who's one of our dev team. Like I said, we got a massive dev team, so you know, he's just kind of the front man there, but we do have a big dev team, and yeah, I think they're the key players, really. I mean, we do have Dapper Laughs, who's one of the co-founders, obviously coming from the comedy aspect. The comedians do face some challenges with censorship of adult sort of jokes and things like that, where they can get, you know, censored on Instagram. They can't say certain jokes and things because they'll get censored. So I think where his involvement comes in is more sort of that side of things, and doing the in real life events, which we did back in May now, actually, which was great fun. We had a huge launch party in May in London. It was fantastic. So yeah, I mean, they are really the key players that we have on the team, obviously Adam as well, and all of the creators. So I hope that I've covered everybody.
You did, and I just wanted to introduce also Polly Annie. She just joined us on stage here. So hey, happy early New Year's. And Polly Annie is actually from the Treat DAO team and also a creator on our platform as well. So definitely check her out on the Front Fanz platform, along with all the other amazing creators on deck today and all the other ones that we have on platform as well. Just wanted to extend a warm little welcome there. But you know, piggybacking off of the team, I think it'd be great for those maybe listeners that don't know what Front Fanz is, just a really quick high level on what it is, right? So we have mentioned quite a few times that there's this token called FanX. I won't spend too much time because I'd love for you guys to check out our website, and we do want to keep this creator focused, of course. But I'll just say this. It's as simple as understanding this point, that the FanX token is going to be set to power our entire ecosystem when it comes to discounts on platform, as well as a means to get exposure to the success of Front Fanz as a company. So what is Front Fanz as a company? Well, I mentioned it's a platform, and that platform you can think of as the best of the likes of OnlyFans, combined with a fully functional cam site and some expert UI interfaces similar to what you'd see on like Instagram or Twitch. So it means it's going to look really good, it's going to be super fluid, and it's something that has everything in one spot for one set price, in the sense of if you're a creator, you're not getting hit with different fees depending upon what you're doing. It's one set fee. That fee is 20% goes to us as a company, and creators get to keep 80%, which is pretty regular. But when it comes to cam sites, that's actually really good. Some of these cam sites, they're charging upwards of 50%. I've even seen 70%, which is absolutely ridiculous, especially at scale when you start to do cam houses and all these things. We said, you know, enough's enough. We're looking to shake up the space in quite a few ways. Let's just have it be one set fee in that sense. So again, FanX is your key to unlock the door to exposure to the success of the platform, as well as being able to get discounts by simply holding it on platform. And this is a fully functional platform, as all of our creators and team know very well. Something that we're really proud of, and I'll have Jordanna speak about this more, is just the unprecedented success in the last month and a half we've had, from creators joining to also new users every single day coming in, depositing, spending, and celebrating alongside all of our amazing creators. So Jordanna, if you don't mind, I'd love to hand it back to you just to kind of say, like, what we've seen recently with the success of the platform, and then I'd love to go roundtable and kind of hear from our creators. What do you like about the platform, right? What is kind of the feel of it to you, and what might make it special? So I'll start with Jordanna again, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I mean, the platform's been extremely well received. We knew it was going to be anyway, because the issues with the current banking rails in the Web2 space, with obviously frozen payments and chargebacks and things like that, they're real problems that need solving. And so, we knew it was going to be well received, but it's just going exceptionally well. We're ahead of target in terms of deposits on platform. We're ahead of target in terms of signups, and we're getting new models all the time. That are live streaming and doing very well. I've seen Margot on cam a few times, doing her live streams, and it's just great to see everyone actually like to see it in use after so much like hard work has gone into it, and it's like, oh wow, it's actually happening. It's like a, you know, it's setting it free. But no, it's being very well received. So we will be bringing out quarterly reports in terms of you know, specific numbers and stuff like that, but we are ahead of schedule in terms of revenue generation, which I won't go into too much detail because it's more on the FanX side, but it sets us in a really good position for, you know, what we want to do in terms of more integration on the platform going forward, and just growing it out. But yeah, we've got those agencies coming on. We've got partnerships with Lovents already. So the Lovents is a huge you know, sex toy in the industry. Everybody knows it. It's the little pink toy. You know, we've got that implemented in Cam already. We've got in, you know, custom tips and all of these fancy things, but we want to just do more. And so, you know, having that revenue generation there already from off the bat is it just means that, you know, we're going to be able to do those things a lot sooner. So I'm very happy with how it's going in terms of growth. I mean, we officially launched 6 weeks ago. And so, yeah, the numbers are doing really well.
And, you know, just kind of going down the line here, at least in the order that I see it on my screen, perhaps we start with Margot. You know, I know relatively, you know, you're a newer creator on platform. I mean, we've only been live for, as Jordanna said, basically a month and a half now. So everyone's kind of new in a sense, but I know you're quite experienced in this space. You actually got referred by another creator, which is a whole separate side of what's making this so successful. But what have you liked on the platform? And that's kind of the same question I'll ask everyone here. You know, why do you take time out of your day to be on the platform? And maybe how does it compare to some of the other stuff in the market that you've seen?
Hello, everyone. My name is Margot Eden. I'm in this business 11 years already, so I can compare with almost all the platforms that exist. And I can say that, first of all, I love people who work on Fanz because they are really helpful and they understand the needs of models and members, and they always are easy to adjust to what we tell them to change. And second is the low percentage of commission that I pay to the site. It's only 20%, and in most of my platforms I pay 50 or 70%, as you said, Adam. Yes.
Wow.
And third, I love that there is a competitive spirit between models, and there are competitions with great prizes like 4K AI camera, or Lovens toys, or cash money, etc. And also, me as a model, I know many other models whom I can refer to the platform and get passive income. And I think it's great when I don't work, I still get money. and I wanted to thank Polyani for the chance to be selected to her magazine, Treat DAO. It was released yesterday, this winter edition, and my wonderful pictures you can find there, and it's Santa's gift for me. Thank you so much.
Nothing better than a personal gift that's collaborative, right? Well, I'm so happy that you love the platform, that you feel like this is a place that you can kind of call home for your content, that you trust us with that content as well, and we'll continue to make it the best possible. So thank you. Also, congratulations on featuring in the Treat Down magazine. Polly, you got to speak all. You know what? If it's okay with you, Polly, I want to kind of reverse the order. Polly, could you speak a little bit about, you know, what Treat Down magazine is all about, and, you know, kind of how you found the platform, why you might like it? I'd love to hear your thoughts on it.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So, like Margot was saying, the winter edition came out yesterday, and it's the biggest edition that Treat DAO has released. It's the volume 15. Let's see where to start. It's a little early for me, so and I have terrible social anxiety. It is like through the roof today,
You're
and I'm
doing
like, you
great.
can do this. You can do this. So, but once I get yapping, that'll like get into a nice flow. I guess where I'll start is with the platform, because that's what I was thinking about first. And what I like about Front Fans is one of the things is how much choice I have with the content. So I can choose how it displays. If there's multiple pictures, I can choose how they display. I can set like a cover image. There's just a lot of little details, like a lot of little things like that, like how it's displayed, how I monetize from it, who gets to see it. And the amount of choices there too is it's really fun. Even the live streams, you can like once you're done with it, you can post the recording, but you can make it available like only for subscribers, or you can make it like a pay-per-view thing. Messages are the same. So I just really like how much choice I have. And I think that's going to be a big part of the future of platforms. Is like something really built with creators in mind, where like it's just like another dimension. It's like, okay, yes, you can monetize your content, but like you sort of have more ability of how you do that, because each creator is different. I interact with my audience probably much different than a lot of the other creators, where like I don't really do one-on-one stuff, and I don't really do customs, but I monetize in other ways. And so it's just really cool, the amount of choice. I also like the I can choose like 3 other creators to suggest on my page, and I like the collaborative effort of that, because I'm all about the collaborative just efforts amongst creators. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and I really like being in the community with like just such a strong and nice creator community. The competitions have been interesting and fun, and it keeps people like on their toes. And then then we have things like the Treat DAO. I'm probably not going to be able to say too much about it. My brain is just sort of like clunking along right now, but more or less like Shelby can speak about Treat DAO. Shelby knows about Treat DAO too. She's a big part of it. She actually has a whole article that she wrote about the love languages that is in the winter edition.
Oh,
So
that's a perfect segue. That's like,
yeah, exactly.
that's a perfect.
Yeah,
You
Shelby and the
just.
magazine, Margot's pictures were wonderful. I think this time we had 16 creators submit images.
Wow.
For the Halloween magazine, we had 8. So I'm hoping to see more. And, we're sort of reshaping, I guess, the work with the magazine. Treat DAO empowers the magazine. And so Treat DAO can also empower other things as well. So that's what it's about. Like, just if you have a proposal, if you have an idea, it's the kind of place, just to make shit happen. So I'm going to let Shelby take it now. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hi. Okay. So, I'm Shelby, obviously. I've been in the adult industry since 2016 and crypto since I believe like 2018. And similar to Polly, we had, I think she joined before me, but it was around like the same timeline, but we both found Treat around like, I think April or March of 2021, I believe. And they had started creating a magazine last year to help empower creators and showcase them and everything that Treat DAO represents. So it's all about empowering the creators and making sure that our voices get heard as well as showing what crypto is all about, what Treat DAO is all about, and what other crypto or adult crypto industries are about, which is like one really good thing. I like that Front Fans had joined with Treat, is it got our voices heard to another broader audience. Sorry, I'm nervous too.
No,
You're right.
you're doing fantastic. And just to jump in real quick, like that collaborative spirit is literally what's always been here. I mean, from when I joined, you know, I'm relatively the newest core team member at about 7 or 8 months, I believe. Right after Jordanna, and Jordanna invited me in. And from the very start, when I met the team, it was that collaborative vibe, right? They're like, hey, you know, we have great tech, but we need the best team. So we're almost there. Let's finalize building out the best team, and then let's aggressively go into building the best team of models we can possibly have. Like, these are going to be the early adopters, the people that really believe in the WAGMI culture of collaboration, and let's do that. And that's why, yeah, WAGMI. I mean, it's not just crypto; it expands out, and so it makes me smile so much when I see, you know, this room of amazing individuals who are embodying that. Right? They are the essence of WAGMI culture in the adult industry right now, on the cutting edge. So I just wanted to jump in and say that, but no, you're doing absolutely fine. So I'll give it back to you, Shelby.
Oh no, you're good. I appreciate that. It gave me a thought to, you know, slow down my thought process.
Oh, you're good. No.
But with Front Fans, you're asking what we like about the site. I love how the team took time to make sure that the site worked for creators as well as the investors and fans. I've been involved in quite a few crypto projects where they just didn't have a very well working product. Or they would say coming soon, or does not follow through with what they say they're going to do. And with Front Fans, I realized that they follow through with what they say they're going to do. Sometimes it may take time, but they've been like point on with all of what they said with their timelines, which is what I absolutely love. I like the fact that we're allowed to go live. We can post, you know, videos, pictures, we can send pay-per-view messages, like everything basically that OnlyFans does, which is what I really, really appreciate. It's a nice addition to, I guess, my portfolio or what sites I use to post my content on, where I don't feel discriminated against. But yeah, no, Fans. It's been great so far. I love it.
Oh, well, we love having you. It goes without saying, but I'll say it. And what I did there while you were talking as well is just brought up that platform we've been talking about, right? So this is the Front Fans platform. Yes, it's working. It's in front of you. I'm one of those people, like, show me, don't just tell me. And being able to combine both with, you know, like actual people on platform saying, like, you know, what do they like about it, combined with actually having the platform here, which I encourage everyone to check out. It's absolutely free to join. You can top up your account as well to tip some of the amazing creators that you've heard today or that you may discover. You can simply top up using a credit card if you'd like. You can send crypto directly to it. There's no KYC for users, although we do have a standard sign-up process for Web2 users as well, email and password. It's very fluid, and it's literally generating profit and gains for creators right now every single day. So I just wanted to make sure people know that, because a lot of these products, and it was said earlier, they're just kind of selling you a white paper, right? Here, hey, we're going to be the next big thing, but then the product never comes. Creators are lied to if it's an adult token. We've all seen it, you know, we've all seen it, and it's the worst thing possible, because what it does is it loses trust in this industry, and we should be doing the opposite. We should be building trust, so that way we can, you know, fundamentally change the way this industry is done. And that's why we're so happy with our progress, because we're doing just that. And we're doing it because of the amazing creators we have, because of the amazing community that we have, with the holders that we have. All of these people are making it possible, and we couldn't be happier. I mean, again, I don't want to focus too much on price or anything like that, but literally today, right before 2024, we hit our all-time high, literally today as we're recording right now. So again, I'm not even going to say what price that is, but just reference back, because the community, our creators, and our team have made this possible along with this platform. So I'd like to turn it over to Amy just to give kind of maybe that final testimonial or kind of point to, you know, what you've liked on platform. And I wanted to say too, just to shout out to everyone here, but I mean, Amy, you've been moderating like crazy alongside Shelby and Pollyanny as well, along with our mod team. Like, just you really have your pulse on the crypto side of things, how things are working. You know, I've heard tons of suggestions from yourself as well as Shelby. Like, you know, why have you decided to spend time here? Because everyone here is spending time. You know, what do you see in Front Fanz? I guess we could say.
I think one of the most important things for me is the fact that the team actually listens to our suggestions and implements the changes that we request, because yeah, obviously most of the team has experience in the adult industry, but maybe they don't really have perspective from all the sides. Maybe they focus on more video making than streaming, and they might not, you know, have the same ideas as the people who focus on streaming exclusively. The thing that I like the most is, obviously I mention it every single time, is about chargebacks, because
It's huge.
yeah, it is huge. Myself this year, I think someone bought custom videos for about $500, and it was just gone the next week. And of course I had to cover all that money that I lost. Anyway, that's probably my favorite thing, that there's no chargebacks with crypto. So there's no way for someone to just call up their bank and, you know, scam me out of my money, basically. But another thing that's good for is, I've had some of my biggest spenders would have to constantly call up their bank and say, no, this is not a fraud charge. I actually did want to spend $500 on this adult site, because even though, you know, they confirm all the transactions and everything, the banks always question it because it's an adult platform. They just assume that it's some kind of a fraudulent charge, or, you know, someone stealing their details and stuff like that. I think most of the stuff has already been mentioned by other people, so I'm not gonna repeat what's already been said.
No, you mentioned a really important one that I do think it's great to highlight, right? Is just that chargeback issue, because, you know, I think it was mentioned too, it's not just 1 month. I mean, this could be multiple months, and they're always going to side on the side of, you know, the consumer, right? Which is great for us, right? If someone steals our card or something, but if it's something you bought, it's your responsibility. But people are trying to get out of that responsibility by having their bank, you know, take the side of them, and they don't even care about the creator. And this is really, that's something that's born out of working in the industry, having, you know, creators be the ones who created this project. Because for those that don't know, and Jordanna mentioned this, you know, Jordanna has been in this space for a very long time. She understands, you know, the wants, needs, and desires of creators, but so does our, you know, our founders, right? Stacy Carla used to be a Playboy Playmate, right? She understands chargeback. She understands this industry very deeply. Callum, as was mentioned, you know, led an adult magazine that had a huge following, and he has a lot of connections here as well. So it's one of those things that, like, you know, if it's just you know, dudes running a platform, you know, you get a lot of things that fall through the cracks. And we're seeing that with, you know, some tokens that have attempted the same idea, or even just Web 2 platforms where it's like, how do you not realize that this has to be for the creator first? If you take care of the creator, they want to spend time here, just as all of us like to spend time on platforms that make us feel special, taking care of financially and every other aspect. So no, I think that's a great point. I wanted to move it over to HLS. I know he mentioned off air that there were probably some questions from the community, and of course, I want to give you some time. This is your show after all, to kind of elucidate any other questions that there might be. But thank you, ladies, so much for kind of giving your take on Front Fanz. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's really good. I didn't really know about that whole chargeback situation.
Yeah,
I can imagine that can be quite a painful thing if it's coming out and then 1 month, you know, you lose half your earnings. So that's a pain point I hadn't even considered. But no, this is a great community. I mean, I'm going to leave a link to the Telegram, the Front Fans Telegram, in the description. So anyone joining there, it's a fantastic community. The people are really, really, really good. I'm just going to quickly look because I've got a question in my comments, which was this is from Conax7481. It says the Medium paper states that migration will result in a new circulating supply. Are these on top of the current circulating supply, or will it replace the current circulating supply? But I think that was already explained before that when the migration to Polygon comes, it's around about 500 million tokens, I believe. Is that still the case?
Yes, but the total circulating is actually much less because the majority of that is actually locked up, invested properly, because this is a fully doxed team. We're treating it as a business, as it should be. So the majority is vesting. So if you actually do the math, I mean, it's actually just quite a small amount over our standard circulating supply on the Ethereum side. And the reason, what was that?
It's around 10 million. Yeah.
It's around 10 million. So the difference here too is understanding that Polygon is going to be our fully operational chain, meaning this is going to be the blockchain where you can actually take your FanX tokens and deposit them on platform. So it's going to see all the benefits of the buyback and burns. It's going to see all the benefits of users market buying FanX to be able to use it on platform for discounts, which means also Web2 users who don't even know crypto are going to be buying FanX because they want some of those sweet discounts, right? So it's one of those things where, weighing all of those things together, the team is really taken in mind that they want to have those tokenomics be the absolute best. And we do believe we have those. In addition, we created an entire medium specifically about that process as well. So I encourage anyone that might be wondering, go ahead and take a listen over to, or not listen, but I guess you could listen. I think you can hit, play or whatever, but, give it a read on that medium talking about the migration. And I think you'll be pretty happy with, with all the math that works out.
Yeah, 100%. I'll link the medium as well. And then it says, for holders of the NFT on the ETH chain, how will these migrate to Polygon chain? Will a new NFT be airdropped on Polygon to replace the ETH one? And if yes, will these remain the same gen, as in, i.e. Gen 1 with the same credit rewards?
That person probably already read our medium because that's spot on. So what happens is, which is great. No, I love that. It's like educated investors or soon to be investors. So what's effectively going to happen is they're going to be burned and migrated over, right? So your Ethereum, let's say Gen 1 Tier 3 NFT will be burned on Ethereum during migration and brought over to Polygon in the exact same way. So it's tier status, its type of generation, all of that moves over, and it just is a seamless process. You don't have to do anything, by the way. Same with the token. We take care of everything. It's seamless. We do it all for you, because when we require users to do it, there's people that are busy. There's people that work full-time jobs. We don't have time to do that. We'll take care of it for you, so that way it will just be in your wallet ready for you.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is another thing what I like about FanX as well, is that if you've got all the requirements of a fantastic investment, because you've got a great community, but you've also got the seamless integration from like Web 2 to Web 3 users. That's normally the sticking point for a lot of projects. They try and focus so much on Web 3 that Web 2 don't even understand what it is. But with this one, you don't have to understand what it is. You can just slide straight in and it's fine. So that's the most important thing. Adoption is going to be huge as a result of that.
Well, you hit it right on the head. And I don't know if anyone caught it, but when I was kind of showing off our platform, there was a section, and I encourage everyone to check this for yourself. If you go to the wallet in the upper right, there's an option that says add funds. If you add funds, you as a Web 2 user, meaning, one of the people who doesn't know crypto, but is following, let's say, one of these amazing creators in the room right now, and they want to be able to tip them, which, by the way, tip your creators, guys. Come on. They create amazing content. Yeah. They can deposit using a credit card. They can deposit using Apple Pay, Google Pay, all these different things. And they do not need to know what crypto is at all. But what's great is during that entire process, there's a little pop-up that says, do you, see, Google wants to be involved too. There's a little pop-up that comes up that says, would you like up to 10% off on platform? Now, the first time you see that, you're not going to take action. You're going to be like, nah, whatever. But the 5th and 6th and 10th time you see it, you're going to, okay, all right, how do I get a discount? What do I do? And you can directly from the balance you already loaded on, pick up FanX token, start getting your discount. And without even knowing, you're supporting all of those holders of FanX token, which is amazing. So it's literally that easy. And it's just as you said, HLS, without even knowing crypto, you're still supporting the project and the collective success of everyone on it as well.
Yeah, which is great. I got the first gen NFT. I'm not getting rid of that anytime soon. That's
that's limited because you can't mint those anymore, right?
No,
like
yeah.
Gen 1 you can't mint anymore. Gen 2 is going to be out of supply, in a little bit. Those are going to have limited mint as well. All those generations are limited. They're not unlimited mints. And if you actually look, this is getting a little technical, but if you go on Etherscan and you look at the total, holdings, you'll see that the NFT contract that allowed for these mints is holding, like a top 3 spot on total holder counts. Is holding 24 or so % of total supply, right? So that's massive. That shows that people understand this narrative, and more importantly, they see the potential of a multi-billion-dollar industry and being able to get access. I don't want to spend too much time on it. That's what the mediums are for, and our kind of bespoke AMAs that we do. But these NFTs that keep coming up, let me just say this. If you want access to this industry, if you want to be able to benefit from the platform success as a business, because this is a very profitable business for all sides of the equation, you can get access to it through these NFTs. Right now is potentially the last day of our limited edition 100K access for a reduced amount of points. We have those periodically around holidays. We might have a surprise one maybe coming up here again. But standard is 250K tokens to get access to tier 1 of whatever generation you're in. So just kind of keep that in mind and check out our mediums for more info. But I'll pass it back to you, HLS.
Yeah, let's see. I think there's 2 more questions that he asked. The first one was, I understand the FanX token comes into real utility use in March and it's used on the platform. However, will USDC still be used on the platform, or will all transactions be in FanX from that date onwards, thus driving the demand?
Fantastic. These are some good questions, man. You have a very educated community, which I appreciate. So they're going to work in tandem. The reason why is, and this is speaking holistically, so correct me, any creator on the call, please. Creators probably don't want to be paid in something that's crazy fluctuating in price up or down. It doesn't really lead to security for your rent every month, for whatever you need to spend every month. So USDC is going to be a mainstay, has to be a mainstay. The difference, though, is we want to supplement it with a unique value add for holding FanX token. So yes, you can still tip using FanX, of course. And there's going to be people who found us really early on, like you did, HLS, who picked up a nice bag of FanX, or maybe they're buying it on dips, and they're going to want to use that. Totally fine. You can do that. We're projecting the majority of spend is going to be in USDC, but there's going to be a very clear reason for people to hold their FanX to be able to get discounts on stuff you're already spending on. So that's the big thing is, yes, you can spend in FanX, no problem. No additional fees or anything like that, because we're a zero tax token also. But the majority is going to be in USDC. But again, clear reason to hold FanX to get those discounts on the content you're already spending on.
Yeah, and just to add in there as well, with the USDC, we do a buyback and burn from the USDC. So it's not like you think, oh, well, everything's going to be in USDC. It's not going to affect the price and FanX. But yes, there's a buyback and burn. Obviously, it will be 10%. So I think it'd be 5% with those
5% for sure. Yeah.
With the reward NFTs, it's slightly different. However, we are on target for our first one, which is looking really healthy. So that's going to obviously increase the floor of the FanX price. And also there's other incentives that we're going to be offering to creators. So creators are going to be able to advertise their streams and advertise themselves on the spotlight and in various locations across the platform using FanX tokens. So if they've been tipped in FanX token and they've got like $20 worth and they're like, I don't want to, I'm not going to trade that out, they can use that to then feature, on higher up on the homepage and things like that. And so there's going to be lots of different utility in terms of the creators as well that can use any income that they get in FanX to essentially spend on marketing on the platform. So there's a lot of different options.
That's good.
So as a creator on the platform, like you were stating, about, you know, how we like to get paid. Like for me personally, I like stable coins because I believe so much in FanX. I would hate to somehow make the price drop just by me dumping my own coins to pay for my own bills. But I do like being tipped in FanX when it comes to like what Jordanna was stating with like marketing, or, you know, just trying to promote myself or even others, because I know Pollyanny does this. She loves to tip other creators, and I would enjoy, you know, for me to give back too, even with some of the coins that fans give me.
I mean,
Yeah.
it just feeds into that collaboration we're talking about, right? So being able to create, it's not easy, by the way. It takes a lot of planning and meetings and you know, just troubleshooting to ensure that we create an economy that's robust, that isn't you know, creating some sort of long-term downtrend like you see a lot of platforms have, where either the users or whoever is selling the token, the team selling the token, and the price continues to go down and down and down and down. Creating a system that instead, you know, is used to make the best of the platform and enhance it using the token is something that we've, you know, worked really hard on doing. So yeah, Jordanna, great points. And Shelby, that's a really good mention too, is being able to cross promote in that sense by using the token. It's powerful in that way. But I think someone else wanted, I think, Jordanna, do you want to?
Yeah, I was just going to say, don't forget that a lot of the creators that are, I mean, Liv's built out an amazing help center on the platform.
Yes.
That teaches about, you know, not only creator stuff, but also the token. And I think as we find more creators crossing over and wanting to explore crypto, you know, they're essentially they're investors as well. So, you know, they may want to hold their FanX tokens and, you know, have that set aside. So, yeah, don't underestimate the amount of creators and women that are getting into the Web3 space.
Oh yes,
we want the bag too.
We're seeing them too. Every day we're seeing them join and check us out on TG. Hey, I got invited by so and so. What is this all about? And then you see the name continue to pop up. You see them, you know, feeling comfortable and getting accustomed, asking questions, you know, checking out those help videos, getting onboarded. Like it's something special. But yeah.
Honestly, I enjoy how much women are getting into crypto.
Yes.
Because back, you know, when I had started in 2018, same with other females that joined in crypto, you know, even before me, it can be very, I don't know the right word. I'll say hostile towards women, because a lot of the guys have this view of, you know, women shouldn't be a part of this. But we're, you know, I love proving people wrong, and I see so many women proving everyone wrong, and it's so empowering, and I absolutely enjoy that.
Yeah, it's definitely important.
Yeah,
I mean, sorry, is that Jordanna? Yeah,
it's me. Don't worry.
Yeah, go on. No, you can continue.
I was just saying, yeah, I love to see it. I really do. And Front Fanz is obviously a female, primarily made up of females. Adam's quite outnumbered here, as you can see. So yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's really good to you know, educate those creators as well, and saying, you know, if you do get FanX, like hold on to it, because, you know, it could be worth a lot more in the future. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's important though, because like one of the things that attracted me to it was the fact that it was female led, because female led would normally offer the female creators a lot more support, because you've all been in that position before. You know what you're talking about. You've been in these industries. So to have that network of support for people who are maybe coming in fresh as well, I think it's quite important.
Yeah, and I think it's really important for things like the safety of the platform, which is something, you know, that you know, I want to kind of champion with the safer software implementation, you know, making sure that we don't have content that, you know, people don't want on there, or that's, you know, harmful, CSAM, stuff like that. So yeah, that it's very important. I think a woman's touch sometimes is just more you know, just thinks about the bigger picture. You know, we're not about to go and take the team tokens and spend it on a boat and loads of women, because we are women. That's not what we want to do, and that's been the downfall of many other crypto projects, is that essentially the guys that have gotten into it have been wanting to see themselves as playboys, and they've just kind of wanted to get into porn because they want to be that guy, whereas everyone that's here on the team want to be here because they actually want to make the working conditions for creators actually better, and the quality of life, and the increase of being able to get your money when you've earned it, and it not being withheld, and all of those kind of things. And that's, I think, the key difference is motivation, and what actually motivates us behind the platform. And I think being women led, really, we do appreciate how much hard work goes into it, and we do have male creators as well, and hats off to them. So but it's nice. It is really nice that there's more women here.
Yeah, definitely. That certainly helped. I think there was one last question from the actual community, which was, could we have a demonstration of how to use the accumulated credits? I think he's talking about the credits from the NFTs. Well, obviously they're not starting until March, are they? So I don't think you can give a demonstration of that until March.
Not just yet, but you can mint them now, right? You can also go on OpenSea and be able to actually see how many collectively are minted in all the different generations. You can see all the different artwork as well. And what I'd really encourage people to do is, there's some really nice, little graphs, right? This most recent one actually doesn't have it, but our past ones have, like with the actual announcement of the of the NFTs. I would say save that, which I'm going to bring it up here right now. Give me 1 second. I'll bring it up. But I would really like everyone to save this, because it's something that you can reference whenever you're looking for a DCA opportunity, right? Here it is right here. So this chart right here, keep an eye on, I'm not even sharing it. Give me 1 second. I thought I was still sharing the screen there. Let me make sure. Okay, I think you'll just need to accept. Yeah, there we go. Keep an eye on this. This would be something that if you had to save to your desktop, maybe set aside, put in your save messages on TG, whatever, have this one there. Reason being is because anytime you see a buy opportunity for FanX, work your way up to a tier. It will be very advantageous in the long run, because these NFTs, as you explained, HLS, are very limited. You were lucky to get into Gen 1 when it was really, really, early adopters. Now we're into Gen 2, as you can see, till February 15th, which is still some amazing points you're accumulating every single week. As we get into the actual point accumulation range soon, you'll be able to accumulate those per week. And it's as simple as this, just explaining it. The more points you have, the more of the total revenue you're getting, right? So we're going to be kicking off that pool with 10K USDC, but there's going to be quite a bit more in there as well. And as Jordanna said, as we progress, especially into the next month plus, we're going to have actual stats to be able to showcase how much we're getting per day, how much is total in there, what's our actual stats when it comes to new users signing up and creators joining. But what I can say, and this just made me so happy to hear this alongside the price going up, was this very point right here. This buyback and burn, this projected buyback and burn, again, is built off of 10% of net revenue. That's what we're seeing here. We're on track for a strong 2024 end, close to these numbers based on what we've only done in the first month and a half. If we're projected to grow at that rate within reasonable, estimates, we're looking like really on track for a strong 2024. So it's just great to see everything kind of lining up in that way. So I would say in short, follow our mediums. We'll make sure to keep posting on those NFTs and secure yourself a generation when you can.
Yeah, the NFT is absolutely fine. Just actually to touch on how well things are going today. This is New Year's Eve, obviously 2023, and the market cap is around about, is nearly going to probably hit 5 million overnight. It'll probably do it. Which, like I said to a lot of the people who are watching now, who will remember the first video that I did on FanX, where the market cap that anyone who got involved in that day was $500,000.
Yeah.
So really low. So it's like it's you're 10x, and it's less than it's what, maybe 25 days ago. So it does pay to look into these projects early. But this one is a very different project. It's something that having done the research and got involved with, it is it's in my top 3 favorite crypto projects completely. So I'm really grateful that I got in as early as that as well. And I know a lot of the subscribers did too, because I've seen them, they're pretty happy with what's going on. So that's always important. I've not got many questions from myself because I normally ask them as I go along, but have you got any, what are your future plans for FanX over the next, say, 6 to 12 months?
Jordanna, if you want to take this, because it's really going to be focused on making this platform like extremely well known. So please.
Yeah, we have some amazing competitions as well that are coming out in the next couple of days. So I've just finished writing the mediums for those today. So we've got, we're going to be expanding our streaming competitions and making it a lot more competitive. So we're going to be bringing out teams. So, people that are doing streams can bring on new creators, and they're going to have team battles on stream. It's going to be amazing. All the details are going to come out of that. We're also going to be bringing out a calendar, and so we're going to be having a big content shoot out in Spain in September. And we're going to be bringing out the opportunity for creators to win a spot in that calendar. So that's going to really help with the organic kind of marketing on the creator side. In terms of the token, we've got a lot of plans. Obviously, after migration, we've got migration coming up. We've got the special NFTs. So we had mentioned before that we have these limited edition NFTs. So we had the Christmas one, which potentially finishing today, and then we have a Valentine's one, but then we have a super lucky, which is around St. Patrick's Day, and the super lucky one is really cool. Like I'm really excited about that one. I think there's going to be a lot of eyes on that one, especially as it falls around the same time as migration to Polygon. So we're going to see this whole other pool of users that are coming over that maybe didn't want to deal with the gas fees and stuff like that over here. It's gonna, I think they're going to get really competitive over those super lucky ones. So yeah, there's a lot going on. In terms of the platform development, we have ongoing updates with that. Like I said, we want to introduce the tagging, so you can tag your content certain, it's just easier to find people. We're developing a whole new user flow. So when you sign up to the platform currently, you have to go through manual KYC. So we're going to be implementing in that third-party KYC where you can just get approved there and then right away. So that's going to increase users and things like that, creators and things like that. So that's going to be really helpful. They're also going to have a pop-up as well in that user flow, which enables you to top up as soon as you it will prompt you as soon as you sign up. So at the moment it doesn't offer you a prompt to top up your wallet, but it will just be we'll give you an extra 20% off or an extra 20% free, if you top up now. So that's going to encourage buyers as well. So that new user flow is coming out pretty soon. It's in the next update. And then we have other things coming. We've got so much coming out. I'm not sure if we published the roadmap in detail, but there's a lot. We're going to have those custom sticker packs where the models can have their own kind of stickers. Again, those sticker packs can be bought in FanX tokens. So, it's just more and more utility that's getting stacked.
So yeah, for those that are listening that are maybe on the investor side, if you've taken a look at the website or listening to these AMAs, you're like, okay, I understand, the benefits of FanX. Get ready for it to expand. For those to expand in a pretty massive way for both creators and also for our users itself. So bright future ahead for 2024. We're really excited as a team.
I think you got us all excited over the fact of the photo shoot. Yeah. I saw all of our faces bright
Everyone's
up.
packing the bags. Yep.
Yeah, and Callum, obviously being Callum, wants to go massive with it and have the top photographers and the DJ event and stuff. And we're going to be giving the NFT reward holders the opportunity to be there as well. So there's a lot going on, and that medium's going to drop in the next couple of days. So there's a little bit of alpha there for you.
HLS, we might need a live stream if you can make it, man.
Yeah, I'm sure I can move things around,
maybe, figure something out, I guess.
I saw in chat that someone wanted you to be a creator, HLS. Wanted you to be a creator on FanX. Yeah, they're like, I want to see.
I'm not sure I'd make much money in tips on that, to be fair.
Just post these videos on there.
Little snips,
a little dance or
Yeah.
something. Maybe we'll give it a go. We'll consider it.
But you know what? If you want HLS to join, you got to drop a comment down below. So that's
that's
a prerequit. So
Yeah,
help the
stuff like
algo.
that.
I'm getting bullied into being a creator.
Oh no!
No, we'll see what happens.
You
We'll
can
see what
join in
happens.
on the photo shoot.
That's true.
Maybe there's an avenue in there.
This was a lot of fun though, especially on New Year's Eve. I mean, like I don't know of a better way to jump into 2024 than surrounded by some of the best creators on our platform, good vibes all around, and one of our early holders that found us, and not only found us, but did probably the most ambitious thing you could do and shared it with his community and said, I feel so good about this that here's my take on it. Obviously not financial advice. Still, everyone's making their own decisions, but at the perfect time. Like it's incredible. So again, just a huge thank you to you HLS for having us, and Happy New Year to everyone. It's been awesome.
That's fantastic. That sounds like a nice place to leave it.
New
Unless
Year.
anyone else wants to say anything else, I think that's a nice place to call it. Does anyone else want to mention anything else, or are you happy?
No, just Happy New Year.
Thanks for
I
having
want
us.
to wish everyone Happy New Year, prosperous year, and health, first of all.
Well, that's
Yeah,
brilliant. So,
Happy
yeah,
New Year.
thank you very much.
Stay safe.
Cheers,
Happy New
everyone.
Year, everyone.
Please.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. All the best.
Bye.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.